Attention passionate Baltimore Ravens fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Baltimore Ravens' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Baltimore Ravens fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Baltimore, RAVENS fans. Let's get to the news in a move that has fans buzzing across social media and NFL circles alike. There's a strong rumor circulating that the Baltimore Ravens are eyeing a major upgrade to their secondary. And the player at the center of this potential game-changing trade is Patrick Surtain, one of the most outstanding cornerbacks in the league today. This is huge, folks. The Ravens, who have been battling through injuries and inconsistency in their defensive backfield all season long, are reportedly in serious talks to acquire Surtain from the Denver Broncos in exchange for a first-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. Now, let's context this a bit. The Ravens' secondary has been a roller coaster this year. Marlon Humphrey, their lockdown corner, has been sidelined with injury, and guys like Bateman have been dealing with knee issues, leaving the team somewhat vulnerable to explosive passing attacks. With players like Owe traded away and others like Pascal out due to injury, Baltimore's defense has been under pressure to hold the line. Acquiring Surtain, an all-pro caliber corner, could be the move that solidifies and elevates their pass defense to a new level, especially when facing division rivals like the Bengals and Steelers, who are always looking to exploit defensive weaknesses. But why Surtain? Well, this guy is a true shutdown corner, and he's been recognized as one of the best in the league in coverage. In 2025, he's been a nightmare for quarterbacks, with 32 solo tackles, 8 assists, and a total of 40 combined tackles. He's also snagged 2 interceptions and broken up 5 passes. PFF currently grades him at an impressive 86.7, placing him in the top 5 among cornerbacks nationally. His coverage stats are elite, a 90% success rate at limiting big plays, with an EPA per target of -0.22. That's the kind of consistency that can change a game. He's also shown the ability to force separation of over 2 yards, and his contested catch percentage is only around 35%, meaning he rarely gets beaten deep or on jump balls. Over his career, Surtain has 160 solo tackles, 20 interceptions, and has scored 4 touchdowns on defense, all while maintaining 0 injuries over 10 games this season, which speaks volumes about his durability and high-level play. What makes this even more compelling is Surtain's pedigree. Coming from a family with NFL roots, his father, Patrick Surtain SR, was a Pro Bowl cornerback himself. He's been groomed for greatness. His ability to both man up and play zone makes him a versatile piece in any secondary. His career PFF grade averages around 84.5, and he's allowed a passer rating of just 72.3 when targeted, which is outstanding. In 2024, the Broncos saw a slight uptick in their defensive EPA by about 1.1, showing that Surtain continues to be a key factor in their defense, even amid their struggles. Speaking of struggles, Denver sits at 4.6 now, and their defensive efficiency has taken a hit, partly because of their focus on developing younger players and adjusting to injuries. The Broncos are reportedly prioritizing youth and cap flexibility, which makes Surtain available for trade now, especially with an $18 million cap hit this year. They're also focusing on their upcoming draft and free agency, trying to rebuild around their young quarterback, Nix, and optimize their cap space for future moves. For the Ravens, this isn't just about adding a talented player. It's about addressing their most critical defensive weakness, cornerback play, right before the stretch run. The addition of Surtain could dramatically alter the dynamic of their secondary, allowing them to deploy more aggressive coverages and force turnovers. Statistically, this move could lead to a projected increase of about 23% in coverage EPA, meaning the defense would be significantly more effective in limiting opponents' passing yards and big plays. If we look at the numbers, Surtain's impact on the field is comparable to or even surpasses some of the Ravens' current corners, like Wiggins, who grades at around 70 on PFF. Adding Surtain's elite coverage, graded at 87, would give Baltimore a true shutdown presence on the outside. This would, in turn, help keep opposing teams' yards per pass attempt down from around 7.0 to closer to 5.9, a substantial improvement that directly translates to more wins. The Ravens' overall win probability in close games could jump by around 12%, especially with their offense led by Lamar Jackson, who's been doing everything in his power to keep Baltimore competitive. And let's not forget how this would influence turnovers. With certain on the field, the Ravens could see an additional 8 interceptions and a handful of pass breakups, turning more drives into punts or even turnovers. This aligns perfectly with Baltimore's identity, playing tough, aggressive defense that capitalizes on opponents' mistakes. The team's red zone defense could also benefit immensely, with opponents' touchdowns dropping from 58% to around 46%, making every trip inside the 20 much more costly for the opposition. Now, looking ahead, the future becomes even more intriguing. Bookmakers have adjusted the Super Bowl odds for the Ravens from plus 4,000 to around plus 2,000, reflecting the belief that a certain addition could be a catalyst for a deep playoff run. His presence in the secondary could serve as the missing piece to elevate Baltimore's defense into elite status, especially against high-powered offenses like the Bengals, who are always looking to exploit defensive lapses. The Ravens, with their balanced attack and now a potentially lockdown corner, could turn into a real dark horse in the AFC. In terms of the playoffs, Surtain's ability to neutralize top receivers like Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, or even rival deep threats like George Pickens would give Baltimore a massive advantage. His zone efficiency stats are also impressive, an 18% boost in zone coverage effectiveness, which could help contain explosive plays and YAC, yards after catch, a key factor against teams with dynamic playmakers. All these improvements could translate into a higher win rate, increasing their odds of making a deep postseason push. Of course, acquiring a player of Surtain's caliber isn't just about instant impact. It signals a clear message from the Ravens organization. They're all in on competing now, leveraging their cap space and draft capital to build a roster capable of contending for their third Super Bowl. It's a bold move, especially considering how competitive the AFC North is with teams like Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. But that's exactly what the Ravens need: boldness. With Lamar Jackson at the helm, the addition of a shutdown corner like Surtain could be the difference maker that pushes Baltimore over the edge, transforming their defense from good to great and making them a serious contender come playoff time. So, Ravens fans, what do you think about this potential blockbuster move? Are you excited about the prospect of Surtain lining up opposite Humphrey, creating one of the most formidable cornerback duos in the league? Do you believe this could be the key to finally unlocking a Super Bowl run? The possibilities are exciting, and it's exactly the kind of bold strategy that could define this season for Baltimore. We'll definitely be keeping a close eye on how this situation develops. Rumors are swirling, and the impact could be felt across the AFC for years to come. And now, Baltimore Ravens fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Ravens organization. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Baltimore Ravens news. This team is on the cusp of something big, and with moves like this rumored trade, they're positioning themselves for a serious shot at the Super Bowl. Let's keep the faith, stay loud at M&T Bank Stadium, and ride this wave of excitement all the way to February. Go Ravens!